Hello everyone, and welcome to Cbasket's Getting Started tutorial. This is part 3 in which we cover how to upload your product. In our previous 2 videos, we covered 1, how to register as a seller, and 2, how to set up your store page. So you can have a look at those videos if you haven't seen them before. The links are in the description below. So before we start, there are 2 important things you need to know about uploading your products, or about products in general. One is that there are 2 types of products that you can upload. You can upload a simple product, or you can upload what is called a variable product. A simple product is a product that is just simple. There's no different types to it. There are no different colors, no different sizes, nothing. So it's just one product that you have with no changes, no differences, and persons will buy that product. For example, we pull this product off the store. The seller is Bago Tech, and he has a laptop stand for sale. This is a simple product because there's no differences in it. Okay, so it's just a simple laptop stand. There are no different sizes, there are no different colors, nothing. So when persons buy, they just click add to cart, and that's it. Now a variable product has different types to it. It could be different colors, it could be different size, different shapes, whatever it is. Once it has different types to it and you want your buyers to be able to select different types, then it's called a variable product, and that's what you'll have to upload. I will be showing you how to upload both of them. So here's a quick look at a variable product, and this is kinesiology tape. The variation is in colors for this one. So we see, so you can choose black, or you can choose blue, and so on and so on. So but you see this product has variation, so we're going to show you how to do the variation or variable product, and we're also going to show you how to do a simple product like this one. And the other important thing that you need to know is that when uploading your product, it is crucial that you put the shipping information, your shipping cost. Okay, now don't worry, I'm going to also show you how to do that. But the problem is, if you don't put up a shipping cost for your product, persons would be unable to purchase it. So yes, someone may see your product, like it, and even add it to the cart, but if you don't have any shipping information there, then when they're ready to purchase, they won't be able to do it. That's just how our store is set up. So most important, you've got to add your shipping information. Alright, so with that covered, we'll dive right in, and let's start by showing you how to upload a simple product. So your first step is to look to the menu. When you're in our home page, or in Cbasket's home page, you look to the menu, and next to the words my orders, you're gonna click that icon and click manage your shop, and you will see that carries you to your dashboard, your store sellers dashboard. Your next step is to click products. So you're gonna click products, then you're gonna click add new. Alright, and now you're ready to start uploading products. First thing, now we're gonna look at product type. So you remember I told you that you have a simple product and a variable product. Now on your store, you would only see simple or variable product. Okay, you won't see these other 2, so ignore them for now. So with your simple product or variable product, we're gonna start with a simple product, as I said before. Here you can choose virtual or downloadable. If the product that you're selling is downloadable or virtual, virtual would be if you're selling a service. So if you have a service up for to sell, I don't know what service it would be, but you can click virtual, and what that does is that tells our script that there's no shipping information that would be needed. So if you do have a virtual or a downloadable product, it's very important that you select it here so that our scripts know what's happening and therefore it would not request you to put in any shipping information. Okay, so here that says product title. You're going to put the title of your product. To make it easy, I just copied and paste my product here. You're going to put your price here. You see the red star means that you have to put a price. Yes, so I'm going to put my price at $300 TT. Here you're going to see sale price. This gives you the option to put your product on sale. Alright, so for me, my sale price would be $250. So they're getting some sales. However, you will only see this option if you have the business plan or the a business free trial. So persons under the personal plan, you don't have the option to put sales. Alright, so you can schedule a sale. So for me, let's see, I want my sale to run from tomorrow to, let's say, 16th of December. So that's about approximately 1 week. I'm not sure, but once it's finished, the price of my product is going to revert back to $300. So I just schedule the sale. Alright, so next is to put the description. So here you're seeing these features: bold, italic, underline. Think of it like when you're writing a Word document or you're putting stuff into a Word document. You can use these to add characters to your text. So you can bold your text, you can make it italic, you can put quotes, you can do bullet points and these different things. So you can utilize this to really give your text more dynamic features, right? I'm gonna keep it simple. You see I have my information copied here to save time. So I'm going to copy this as a description for my product. Right, yada yada. It's already in point form, which is good. So we're staying at the top for the while. My next thing now is to add the pictures. So right now, media file shows what files you have on the store. Seeing that we're admin, we see all the files. So I'm going to block that out so you don't see other sellers' information. So you click select files and then you look for the file. Okay, so here I'm going to upload all my files one time instead of having to go back and forth. Okay, so I uploaded all of my files quick one time, but remember you click upload files and that's how you click here and select the files that you want. So I'm gonna select this as my first image. So this big square that you see is your featured picture. That is a picture that will be seen when persons first go onto your site or when you're sharing your product on Facebook. That's the photo that they will see. Alright, right below it there's another box, and below this box, if you're watching, there's a plus sign that allows you to add more images. Yeah, so you keep adding the plus sign and you can add more images. So I'm going to upload a few more images to this product, because the more pictures you have, your product looks really good and that motivates people to buy more. Right, when persons see a product with just one photo, it's not very attractive. It does not encourage them to buy. Okay, now if you have the personal plan, you would be able to upload 5 photos. However, if you have the business plan or business trial, you can upload up to 15 different photos. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload a few, not much, like this. I'm gonna upload another one. And alright, that's it for the while. I don't need too much for this example. Okay, so now you move down to categories. You have to select a category. This is for baby and toddlers, so I see my baby and toddlers category here. Right next to the left side of the category, this blue arrow, you can click it and it will show you subcategories. Alright, so under baby and toddlers, I see activity and entertainment, baby and toddler toys. So I'm going to select baby and toddler toys and activity and entertainment, and I'm selecting this. These help on persons putting it into a category. Helps when someone is searching, for a product. It's gonna help them to find your product easier when you put it in the correct category. So here you see you have a short description and a long description. The one that's required is the long description. Well, it doesn't say long description, but this is the one that's required. Now I don't have a long description, so I'm just gonna copy my short description and I'm just gonna put it back here. Alright, as we go down now under brand, you can add which brand your product is from. Now luckily the brand is already here for me, which is Pink Fong, but if your brand is not here, you do have the ability to click add new brand, put your brand name and click add. Okay, however, you don't have the option to add a new category, so ignore what you're seeing with the new category. You can only select what's already there, but you can add a new brand. Okay, so we're going to continue. You can add tags. Tags are really important. Tags help persons to find your products, so use words that persons search for. So if you have, let's say, toys, children, toys, and so forth, right? So put words and phrases that you think people search for a lot, because if your product has those tags in it and those words and phrases, then when they search for it on the Cbasket store, they will find your product. Alright, and now we move on to the second part. So we've uploaded our pictures. See how it looks. We've put our title, we've put pricing, sale price. I fancy it up a little bit. We have short description, we have our other description. I expect you would have a very nice long description, and you have a nice short description as well. I don't have one at the moment. We've put in our categories, so now we're ready for the next part. Alright, so as you continue to scroll down, your next step is inventory. Here you have your SKU. If you know what it is and you have those for your products, you can put it here. If not, don't worry about it. It's not that important. You can move on to managing your stock, right? I would advise that you select it as an option, and once you select it, you will see another option pops up giving you the ability to put in the amount of stock that you have for your product. This helps to prevent overbuying, because this is an online store. It's easy for you to get negative reviews. If you oversell and you have to now refund persons of money because you did not have anything in stock, they would be more than likely to give you negative reviews. So put how much stock you have. I'm going to just put a number, so that when you finish sell all 12, there's no way you can oversell, right? Unless you want to, which leads to this part, allow back orders. Back orders is allowing your customers to still buy even when you're out of stock. So if you are 100% sure that you're going to get back more products within an okay time, then you can actually select allow as an option. So you can allow to let it happen naturally, or allow but notify customers. So allow them to still buy even when you're out of stock, but they would know that they're buying an out of stock product. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as do not allow for now. Sold individually, you can select this as an option if you want to limit how much products your customers can buy. So if you want them to be able to only buy one single product at a time, meaning that they can't buy 2, 3, 4, then you select sold individually, and therefore they would only be able to buy one at a time. Now we move on to shipping. Like I said, this is a very, very important part of setting up your products. The weight, dimensions, and shipping class and processing time, they are not required, but I do recommend that you set them. So I'm gonna set my information. I see my weight is 0.34 kg, so you just need to put the numbers in. You don't need to put the kg in. My length is 20 centimeters, 20.32. 20.32 centimeters. The height is also 20.32. 1.8 width. Alright, shipping class, we don't have any shipping class, so you leave that blank. However, your processing time, you can choose. Your processing time is not your shipping time. Your processing time is how long it will take you to get your product ready before it can ship. For example, if someone buys your product today, chances are that you're not going and carry it to get shipped one time, whether you're using TT Post. Okay, if someone buys your product today, then your first step would be to package the product, print out shipping labels if you have to, and all these different things. So your processing time is how long it's going to take you to do this. How long is it going to take you to get this product ready before you can actually ship it? Right? And the average shipping or the average processing time is 3 to 5 days. Right? Now we're going to move on to your shipping. In order to ship, you have to select per product shipping. So you have to select this box next to per product shipping. And now we're going to move on to our shipping rules. Here is where you put your rates for your shipping and all of these things. Now don't worry, I'm going to tell you what each one of these lines mean and how you can use them. Okay, so now we're going to add the shipping rules. The first thing is to add your country code, and your country code is always TT. We have one country code, so it's always TT. Now the state code is a little different. What we've done is that we've divided Trinidad and Tobago into 5 different states. You have West Tobago, East Tobago, North Trinidad, Central Trinidad, and South Trinidad. And what this does is that it allows you to put different shipping prices to different parts of the country. So let's have a look. So yes, we've already put in country code TT. Now you have to put in your state code. Now what we have, as I said, is 5 different states. So let's have a look at them. Here, if you look here, these are your states. So we have West Tobago, your state code is WT. East Tobago, your state code is ET. North Trinidad, NT. Central Trinidad, CT. And South Trinidad, ST. Okay, so with this in mind, you keep this in mind. These are always the same for each state. So let's go back to what we were doing now. So they asked for state or country code. Okay, so let's say you use TT Post and you have one shipping rate for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Then you don't have to state your state or country code. What you will do is leave it blank, because that way it applies to all 5 states. So I'll say it again. Okay, if you have one price to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, for example, it only costs, let's say, $30 to ship, no matter where in Trinidad or Tobago you are, then you would leave the state or country code slot blank, right? And that way it would apply to the whole country. You can ignore the zip or postal code. You know, in TNT we don't have that either. Alright, next you're going to add your line cost. So let's explain this quick. You have your line cost and your item cost. Your overall shipping fee on Cbasket is made up of 2 prices: your line cost and your item cost. Your line cost is the base cost for shipping. So in this case, I'm going to put my base cost for shipping at $20, while your item cost is the cost for every additional product someone buys. Okay, so if I put my item cost at $15, then when someone buys one product, the shipping fee that they would pay will be $35. Okay, so it adds both shipping prices. However, if someone buys 3 products, right? Let's say you have boxes of shoes up for sale. Someone buys 3 pairs of shoes. Then your shipping price would be the $20, which is your base price, plus 15 times 3. 15 times 3, that's 45. plus 20, that would be 65. So your customer will be paying $65 for shipping. So remember, the item cost, this item cost has absolutely nothing to do with the actual cost of your product up for sale. This is just what we call this type of shipping, right? So we have line cost and item cost. Item cost has nothing to do with the cost of your actual product. This is just the name that we give the shipping. What the item cost is how much each person pays for every additional product. Okay, so if someone buys six products, 6 of whatever it is you have to sell, or for example me, so if someone buys 6 of whatever it is I have to sell, then it would be $20, which is our base shipping price. It doesn't change. So it's $20 plus my item cost, which is 15 times 6. Alright, and you understand why. So your item cost is your shipping for every additional product. Okay, so here's this. If I were shipping to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, and this was my cost, then here is where I will finish for my shipping, because I have my country code, most important, that has to be there. I left my state/country code, county code, sorry. I left my state or county code empty because that means I'm shipping to all 5 states. I ignored the zip code, postal code, because we don't have that here. I put my line cost or my base cost at $20, and for every additional product someone buys, I put my cost at $15, and I could save right there. However, I'm going to show you, let's say you have a different price to ship to West Tobago as to East Tobago. So I'm going to show you now. So we leave in our country code as is. I'm going to edit West Tobago first. We know the code for West Tobago is WT. So for West Tobago, my overall price to ship, I'm going to put my base shipping at $20. Actually, I'm going to leave this as my shipping fee for West Tobago. However, I need to now add for East Tobago. So we do it again. Put the country code, state code. East Tobago is ET. I'm ignoring this postal code. My base shipping is $20. No, for this East Tobago, I'm going to put my base shipping at $40 and $15 for every additional product. So here, if someone from West Tobago bought my product, they will be buying they'll be paying $35 for shipping if they bought one product. However, if someone from East Tobago was buying the product, they will be paying $55 for shipping. Yeah, so let's save this and let's have a look at what this looks like and how it works. So I just clicked submit. Yeah, and I'm gonna go up and click this eye icon that you see when you scroll up, and that's gonna show me how this product looks. Okay, so here we see so here you see the sale running down on the side, right? Very interactive. Your customers would love that. And you see here is a short description on the side as well. Okay, and if we scroll, what we want to do is add to cart, and I want to show you what the shipping looks like. Okay, so now that I've added it to cart, I can view cart. Okay, in viewing cart is where I can put the shipping information, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to put it at Tobago West. Alright, Scarborough is already selected, and let's update. You can leave postal code empty. So here it tells me product shipping $35. Alright, so that's how it's going to look when you do it. However, let's say if we put 1, 2, 3. Now, based upon what we did, at $15 per added product, then we expect our product shipping to be what? Let's say 15 times 3, that's 45, plus the 20. Our shipping should be $65 for 3 items, right? So I just changed it to 3. I'm gonna update it, and voila, we have $65, right? So that's how your shipping works. So let's go back and continue editing. Alright, so I'm going back into shipping. Like I said, what I have set up now is one price for West Tobago and another price for East Tobago. Here's what happens also. Seeing that I've only selected West Tobago and East Tobago, this means that only persons living in West Tobago and East Tobago will be able to buy the product. Okay, and we've set it like this for a reason. For those who can't ship to Trinidad, then you would add your information for West Tobago, East Tobago, and ignore the rest and leave Trinidad out. So let me show you what happens also. Seeing that I've already selected West Tobago and East Tobago, let's see what happens if someone tries to buy a product. So let's go back to the product. Actually, let's go back to the cart. Right, and I'm gonna change this address to North Trinidad and update. So it says no shipping options were found, and what that means is that this person won't be able to actually purchase the product. When they go through with everything and they try to purchase the product, they will be unable to do so. Okay, let's see if we can do this quick. And so let's say they select North Trinidad here, most important. When they put up their address and they click pay for order, see, it will say no shipping method has been selected, please double check your address or contact. So if anyone lives in the regions that you do not select, then they would be unable to buy the product. Okay, what I do suggest is that you state that in your product description. So if you do not ship to Tobago or you do not ship to Trinidad, you state it so that your customers know what to expect, so they won't be surprised. All right, what this also prevents anyone, if you don't ship to Tobago, for example, then it prevents anyone in Tobago from buying your product by mistake. Okay, now as you say, if you have different prices and you want to continue editing them individually, you press this add button below, and then you can now add, for example, if you're adding, let's say now we're doing North Trinidad, which is NT. Yeah, and then you put your price for North Trinidad if you see fit. What this means now is that you currently ship to West Tobago, East Tobago, North Trinidad. If you don't put in South Trinidad and Central Trinidad, you won't be able to ship to them. Okay, so continue filling out for each individually, and then you can click save. If you have any questions at this stage, like we've been saying, feel free to message us anytime on Facebook or send us an email. Someone will be there to guide you step by step and tell you exactly what to do. Okay, right, so now with the shipping information saved, let's say you've already input your shipping information. What I'm showing you is just what's important for you to get your product up first and start selling. So you would see things here that I'm not going to go through. I'm not going to talk about linked products, although that's a great feature. We're going to do a video on that later on. For right now, what you want to focus on is product condition. You must add this in order to upload your product. So you have to say, is your product used, new, or refurbished? In this case, I'm going to say it's a new product that we're uploading. And now we can move on to product policies. Now, if you follow the video on how to set up your store, I know that you put store policies in place already, but it's also very important to put product policies, because depending on the type of store that you have, you would have different policies for different products. Okay, so the same thing applies when setting up your store. You need to explain your shipping. What type of shipping do you have? How long would it take? Do you only ship on certain days and not other days, etc.? Let your clients, let your customers know what to expect when shopping or buying products from you. Then you have your refund policy. It tends to be different depending on what product you have sometimes. So let them know what their refund policy is. Is it that you don't have a refund policy? Is there a 30-day guarantee? Just whatever it is, let them know as much information as you can. If you have a cancellation, return, or exchange policy, you put that information here as well. So once you're finished, you'll then click submit, and that would be it. You can now check your product again. I'm gonna click this product and have a look at it. Alright, so this is what our product would look like. See, new product, very nice banner that says new product. Here's a sale running down. It tells how much stock is in place at the moment. Persons can add to cart so far. Right, as you come down, here's where the long description that you mentioned, that's where this would be. Your product specifications, you can see them here. If you have any reviews on the product, that would then be showed up below. Okay, any inquiries, if someone requests an inquiry to find out about your product, they can get it there. So this is it for the simple product.